Hey guys, welcome to Tars 37. Today I'm reviewing this, which is the DC Super Friends Head Shifters Imaginext Flash. So this is really cool, really blessed for this update. I love the artwork on here, and Imaginext, they typically don't have artwork, but I like how they're starting to include it more. We have how this works on the side there, and then we have Flash Speed Force Cycle and a picture of it. Now I love that they put Speed Force Cycle, because if I was a kid, it would annoy me that Flash had a motorcycle, but if they put Speed Force Cycle, because it would run as fast as him. I know it's not that deep and it's just a toy, but it's still something I would have appreciated as a kid and I appreciate now. And as an all, the whole concept of this line is kind of dumb, but it's kind of cool, and I like how you get this little base here. It really makes it stand, because without this thing it's going to keep falling over. And you will notice in this video he does kind of hinge over a little bit too, kind of like forwards, but it's more for kids, and obviously it is. So it works as what it's supposed to be, but at the same time it feels like it's kind of weird. You also can shoot the missile when it's in the head mode too, which is kind of cool. And I'll show that more off too when it transforms into the motorcycle or whatever. And it's got a lightning bolt emblem there, which is kind of cool. One thing I do dislike about this is that you only get one missile, because kids are going to lose this easily. I'm going to lose this. I'm probably going to lose this after I film this video. But yeah, it'll work with the other missiles too. Here's a comparison of the previous Flash. I do like the paint color on this new one more, but I don't like how they haven't included any of the yellow lightning bolts on the boots or the arms. It feels kind of cheap when you compare it to the look of the old one, but I do think the red on this figure is a lot better than the red on the old one. It's kind of a little bit, it's hard to say, it's more darker, whereas this one could be brighter at times. But yeah, I like the new style. I just wish there was more paint. Now here's how you transform this. Basically, you just want to take this and flip it around. It's very much of a one-step transformation. That's where the head goes, and you just kind of pull this backwards a little bit and forwards, and as you can see, I'm kind of struggling with this in the video. I record the audio after I film these, but yeah, and basically it just flips out like that. So sometimes what I say and what's actually happening on camera doesn't line up. That's the reason, but it rolls around well. It's pretty nice, and I like these giant wheels. And then that's where you would put in the missile, as you will see here, and then that's where you can fire it. And obviously works better because it's more at ground level here, which I'll show in a second, but it is cool that you can use it in both forms, and I think that's kind of neat. And you can just attach Flash here, and he kind of stand sits. I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of like a Segway a little bit, he's not really sitting, he's not really standing. It's just one of those weird things, but it does kind of work. And in the comics there has been Speed Force motorcycles, so again, something like that kind of works. But again too, this is also kind of a goofy concept, but it works better for the missile launcher when you use it at the ground level, because then it can actually take them out, and still that's pretty neat. And overall, I think this is a cool concept as a toy. Again, more toy based, obviously. I think if you collect this line, you could easily skip this, but either way, it is cool. And part of why I actually decided to pick this up was because, we haven't got a lot of Flash stuff from Imaginext, and the fact that he was in the main lineup was pretty cool for me. As a big Flash fan, I would like to see them doing more of this, and I do like this base. I might actually use it as a display for some of my favorite characters, and it works well. It definitely evens it out, because if you try to put this thing on here without this, it's just going to keep falling over. So I like how Imaginext does think about things like that, but overall, this is pretty cool, but it's not going to be for everyone, and again, more just based towards kids, but it works for what it is, and I think it's pretty cool. And like I said, I like the red on this new Flash figure. I just wish they had included the gold paint on the boots and arms, but overall, it's pretty neat. And it stands pretty well. Like I was saying earlier, that's how it kind of hunches over a little bit. But yeah, I like this. Thank you for watching. Please rate, like, and subscribe.